I just got off work and I'm now noticing that I did not match my eyes with my shirt all day. Oh well. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my September makeup haul. I'm going to share with you guys all the products I picked up in the month of September. It is almost the end of October and I'm barely filming this video. Very sorry about that. Definitely need to be uploading these like in the beginning of the following months. If you like makeup haul videos, definitely continue watching. Also, if you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe. I upload 3 times a week, Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So definitely subscribe so you don't miss out. And let's just go ahead and jump right in. Let you guys know that I actually stayed within budget this month, or in September. I just added everything up. I gave myself a $150 monthly budget, and some months I've been over, some months I've been under, mostly over. But let me tell you, in September I was under and I ended up spending $139.90. Bravo to me. I was actually very surprised that I didn't go over the 150, but actually I got a ton of stuff. If I had paid full price for a lot of these products, I would have definitely gone over budget, but I did have a few credits here, like at Poshmark and then PayPal, and it just helped me out that at the end of the day, I didn't go over my monthly budget. So I am going to go ahead and just jump right in. I'm going to start off with Colourpop because that was my first order, and I usually write down like every time I order something online, that way I know where I bought something and then how much I spent as well. So I did place an order on Colourpop and I spent $35.35, and I did buy this pressed powder blush in Desert Rose. This was part of their like the garden variety collection. So here is this blush here. I did want a couple palettes, which is why I placed an order, and then I was gonna spend for shipping, so I was like, might as well throw this in the cart and then I can get free shipping and get a product out of it instead of paying for shipping. So here is the product again. This is in the shade Desert Rose. This is actually like a peachy blush, and it's actually very pigmented. Oh my god, I cannot believe I went to work like this with purple eyeshadow and this green top. I always do my makeup first and then I go into my closet, grab clothes, and then change, and I didn't even think about that I wore purple shadow today, and I just grabbed whatever shirt and applied it. Awesome. Anyways, yeah, I really like this blush. I think it is very pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. It doesn't swatch super pigmented, but on a brush it's very pigmented, and I really like this. I placed an order because I wanted these two palettes and I haven't yet to use them, but I think I might not use one of these. So the first palette I am going to use is the Flutter palette, again from Colourpop. I have been into like mauve tone shades, and when I saw this I was like, okay, I need that palette. And here's what the inside looks like. I think it is just like a beautiful romantic everyday kind of palette. Again, I have not swatched this palette yet, but I am definitely going to be keeping this. These two shades look very light. I wish they would have, I haven't used this yet, but I kind of wish they would have not included those two shades that are super similar. But let's go ahead and swatch some. Again, I have not used this palette yet, and I really enjoy the Colourpop formula. As you can see, it's very pigmented and it's also pretty affordable as well. So I'm excited to use this very soon. This palette here is actually the reason why I placed an order at Colourpop. I've been eyeing it. The packaging just drew me in, and then I got it in person and I was just like, I like the packaging. But the inside, it just feels like it has a lot of light colors. I don't know. Have you tried this palette out? Let me know. So the palette is the All That palette. Look how pretty this packaging is. Like, I was just like, I need that palette. The packaging is stunning. And then, okay, it's okay. Maybe I will use it. It's not as bad as I first initially thought when I first got it. I just feel like there's like too many light colors. And like these shades are pretty much like brow bone set your eyeshadow shades for me. But actually, now that looking at it, it's kind of like seductive a little bit. I don't know, but this was the reason why I placed this order. And then Colourpop had a sale as well, I think. Yeah. And I bought this palette as well, so I think I am going to keep this palette. So maybe why not? Let's just do it. So this shade Infatuation, ooh, that's like a red color. Let's swatch Please Me. Whoa, that color is pretty. And Silhouette. Okay, okay. These 3 shades right here. Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. Those are the shades there. Again, I have yet to use this palette, but I guess I'm gonna have to use this in this next week's Shop My Stash because I am trying to rank some palettes here and I have yet to use palettes, so I need to use these so I can be able to rank them in a future video. So that again is the whole Colourpop order. So I just bought 2 palettes and a blush there. Next up, I placed an order at Poshmark because I do have my Poshmark Closet. I do sell some of my makeup on there, so if you guys are interested, I'll put it on the screen, my name, so you guys can check it out. But I did have a credit and I have been eyeing these palettes for a while, so I ended up spending $37.90, which is an amazing deal for the products that I received. So this is the palette I picked up. This is So Jaded Kathleen Lights times Colourpop palette, and I was on the fence whether to get this or not when it initially launched. And receiving it and using it, I'm just like in love with this palette. It was like the perfect time for this palette, and I actually included this in a favorites video. The color story definitely pulled me back to pick it up when it first launched, but I don't know, after seeing it in so many people's collections, I was like, okay, Mariela, I think you want it, you know, like just pick it up. So I looked on Poshmark and I found an amazing deal, so I got this palette and this other palette for the $37.90, which is also the Latte 2 palette. They said that they just swatched. Both of these were like just swatched a few shades, and I thought it was an amazing deal for both. So again, this is the Latte 2, and this is actually another palette I have yet to use. I really like the Kristen Dominique formula. I just feel like it's a really good formula and very pigmented, so I'm excited to use this as well. I'm just realizing, wow, you have 3 palettes that you have not used from September. I love the color story. It's perfect for every day, and then you get those pops of color. I have seen some people use like this and that as a blush, which I've never used like this kind of color. Oh, don't mind my nail, because it just popped off and I'm supposed to redo them. So I'm excited to use this color as blush. I've never used a yellow blush before, so I'm excited to use this as well. And then I just again ordered the 2 palettes, and she actually threw these 2 lippies in, so that's awesome. And I did kind of look, they don't look like used or there wasn't any fingerprints, and then I did also kind of open it up and there's like no product, like lippy product on the rim, so I'm assuming they're new. So these are part of the Latte 2 collection. This one, the name is nowhere to be seen, it's gone, and it just kind of looks like a peachy, clearish kind of gloss, like a peachy gloss. They smell really nice. And then this other one is in the shade Java with a J. And here's that. Ooh, okay. These will be, or this color will be perfect for the fall season. Again, I have yet to use these. Those smell good and they seem pretty pigmented, so I'm excited to use those products. Next up, I placed an order at Ulta. It was when they had their 21 Days of Beauty steals. So they did have the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara on sale. I bought a under eye serum from The Ordinary, which I didn't count it. Well, I guess I did because I put $18.42. So see, I would have spent less. I believe this was like $11 or $12. I picked this up because my friend Rania raves about this and she says she really likes it, and I've always heard people talking about it and really liking it as well. She says it's not amazing for the top lashes, which it really isn't, but when I applied it to the lower lashes, it really like lengthens the lashes and it's really, really nice. I also ended up going in store. I decided to look at the clearance stuff and I saw this little set here. This is by Kiki Beauty, so it came with a highlight and a lipstick, and the lipstick actually what I have on my lips. So the clearance items were already reduced, but then they had a sign saying additional 50% off red tagged items, and this duo was red tagged. So initially it was like $20 and then 50% off was $10 plus tax, so I ended up spending $10.87 for the duo for Kiki Beauty. And I was like, oh my god, no brainer, like that's an amazing deal. So it does come with this tempting highlight. It's just gold and it's actually very pretty on the skin. I don't feel like it's drying or anything. It's actually very pretty. I don't think it's like a, oh, it looks like it melts onto your skin either. It looks really good. It doesn't have glitter, which is nice. And it's just a gold highlight. And then again, you do get this lipstick in the shade Enchanting, which is just pretty much like a pink, mauvey pink kind of color there. Which again, $10 for this duo set is such a great deal. So I think this is my first Kiki Beauty product. The lipstick's actually very comfortable. The highlight was nice as well. I don't think like it melts onto your skin again, but I think it does look nice on the skin. Overall, for $10, I'm very actually happy with that purchase. Next up, I ended up ordering from the 21 Days of Beauty Steals. So they had the Lights Camera Lashes mascara on sale again for 50% off. And then I also decided to throw in another mascara because I was running low on mascaras and now I'm like stocked up. Like I don't need to be buying mascaras again. I've yet to open this because now I found like a whole bunch of minis that I didn't even know I had of mascaras. So I'm trying to use those up, but I'm going to save this. I really enjoy it. I think it does a good job to lengthen and volumize my lashes. And then Juicy Jazz actually talked about this mascara here. This is the Essence Lashes of the Day, I believe. Yep, Super Volume Mascara. So I have been using this. Let me show you guys the wand. It's actually more of a drier mascara, and I find that this mascara is kind of hard to take off at the end of the day. So this doesn't claim to be waterproof that I know of, but I feel like it kind of acts like a waterproof mascara. So usually when I wash my face, I just kind of like lightly rub my lashes with water and usually the mascara melts off. But with this one, I feel like it doesn't come off as easily. And at the next day in the morning when I'm like rubbing my eyes, I feel like I kind of have some like clumps of this mascara. So I kind of feel like it kind of is giving me like the waterproofish vibes, you know, because waterproof mascara is kind of hard to take off. I think it does a good job to volumize the lashes. I just don't like it when I try to take it off because it doesn't come off completely at night. I don't think I would repurchase this. I think I'd rather stay with the Essence Lash Princess Volume Mascara. I just thought this was hard to take off, and it not being a waterproof mascara. So I wonder how it'll last, like if you had a crying session or something. It does a good job, and it's affordable. I just don't like that it doesn't come off completely when I'm removing my makeup at night. Another product that I picked up during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty Steals was by Benefit, and it's the Boing Cakeless Concealer. I picked up the shade number 3. I kind of wish I would have gone with shade number 4. I had this product before. I got for free. They had like a promotion when it first came out, and I had ended up picking the shade number 2, and that one was just way too light for me. I ended up passing it along to a friend, and when I saw this was going to be on sale during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty Steals, I decided to go ahead and pick it up. When I had gotten the number 2, I went in store and swatched 3 and 4, and it looked like I could, this was before COVID, because I think this came out last year sometime. It looked like both shades worked for me, but now that I'm applying it on the under eyes, this shade number 3, I feel like it's a little too light for my liking for everyday use. I think 4 probably would have been a little better for me. I do feel like the applicator doesn't really grab a ton of product either. Like it doesn't glide on my under eye area when I'm applying it. Like I feel like I have to go in there. The formula's not that bad. I don't feel like it looks heavy or like cakey on the under eyes either. I just feel like I wish the applicator grabbed more product. I'm just being nitpicky now, but I feel like it has pretty good coverage as well. I just feel like I should have gotten the shade number 4 instead, but I do like it, and I paid $11.78 for this. And then lastly, I ended up only paying $7.92 for this next palette. This is a $78 palette, so I definitely had credit on PayPal. And I've actually been into nails. I'm part of like a ton of like dip powder nail groups on Facebook. And since I've been buying a lot of powder, like dip powder products, I've been selling some teaspoons from it. So I've been getting money, some of the money back that I'm spending. And I decided to use my nail profits, not really because I'm spending the money. And I decided to use it on this makeup purchase. So this is the Pat McGrath Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity palette. This is actually what's on my eyes. This is in this week's Shop My Stash. I've been using it. I do have a first impressions on this video. If you guys are interested, it will be linked down below. But here is what the palette looks like again, and I actually have this in my crease and this on my lid. And I did apply some of the Kiki Beauty highlighter just now, just to kind of tone down the color because of my shirt and my eyes, noticing now that I didn't match all day, but I don't know if it really made a huge difference. Overall, I do really like this palette. The shimmers are amazing. There's only 3 mattes in here, but overall, I do like it. I'm super happy I have it. This is not an everyday palette if you're not into like colorful shades, but it's very beautiful and the pigmentation is amazing as well. I wish it had more mattes, but I am pairing it with another palette, so it's working out pretty well. I'm very happy I have this in my collection. If you have the Star Wars collection from Pat McGrath, you wouldn't really need this unless you want something more sleek and compact, because the first 2 rows and the last 2 rows are from the Star Wars collection, but I didn't pick those up, so I was able to score this palette here. Especially with my credit from PayPal, I definitely feel like I scored this palette for like $8. So overall, I am pretty content with the products I picked up. I've used more than half of the products I just hauled, so that's good. I only really need to use the eyeshadow palettes, it looks like, and then the glosses, but overall I'm actually very happy with the products I picked up. I'm trying to be like more conscious of what I pick up and not just buy to buy, because I was finding myself that I was doing that a lot, but overall I am pretty content with the products I got, and I'll definitely be using all that palette because these shades are super pretty. It's not something I don't have in my collection, but these shades are really pretty. Even though it's already like the end of October, let me know what products you picked up in September that have stood out to you that you're really enjoying. I'd love to know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please also subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!